The National League Division Series this year was one to remember, both series going to 5 games. With that out of the way, we can now turn our attention to the NLCS. Before I get into that, be sure to subscribe to this channel for baseball videos from MLB and from around the world. Now, let's get started. Cards and Nationals will meet in the NLCS. Both teams were a surprise. The Cardinals, a terrible road team during the regular season, walked into Atlanta and took the first and fifth games on their way to a 3-2 series victory. The Nationals were an even bigger surprise. After coming from behind to win the wild card, they knocked off the National League's top team in 5 games in the division series. Both teams were 50 and 31 at home during the regular season. Nationals were a little better on the road. St. Louis will have home field advantage, so Washington will have to win at least one on the road to take this series. These two teams met 7 times during the regular season, with St. Louis winning 5 of those. St. Louis was 8-4 in extra inning games this year, Washington 4-6. St. Louis was also better in one-run games at 25-22, while Washington was 17-21. That would seem to favor the Cards in close games. The Nationals have the edge in starting pitching, with Scherzer and Strasburg leading the way, but the Cards' pitching was one of the league's best in the second half of the season, especially Flaherty, whose 0.91 ERA since the All-Star break led all Major League pitchers, and he's been good in the postseason, as have the Nationals starters. The big concern for the Nationals is their bullpen, which ranked last in the National League, but it's been mostly good in the postseason. They used Corbin twice as a reliever against the Dodgers, with good results the second time, but not the first time. The Cards' bullpen has been good in the postseason, except for Carlos Martinez, who almost blew the lead in Game 1, and did blow it in Game 3. Neither team was in the top 5 in the league in home runs this year. The Nationals hit 231 and the Cards hit 210. There could be a lot of base stealing in this series, as both teams stole 116 bases during the regular season, tied for first in the league. Defense is another plus for both teams. The Cardinals committed the fewest errors in the league this year with only 66, while the Nationals committed the 4th fewest errors with just 87. In summary, both teams have good starting pitching, small advantage to the Nationals, but the bullpens are questionable for both teams, especially the Nationals. Nationals hit more home runs, but also commit more errors. Both teams can steal equally well. Cards have home field advantage, but Nationals are the better road team. And of course, going into the National League Division Series, comparing the 4 teams, it seemed like a Dodgers-Braves NLCS was most likely, so anything could happen here. That's all I've got for now. If I've left out anything that could be a big factor in the outcome of this series, please mention it down in the comments like you always do. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See ya.